Morning, year one, and welcome to our final day's maths lessons for the week. Okay, so today you're going to need 10 bars and 1 cubes, counters, number lines, rulers, counting beads, whatever you like for addition and subtraction. You're going to need, again, access to a printed or online calendar, and you're going to need a paper and whiteboard, both for your answers at the beginning and for the drawing task, because today we're going to be thinking about Easter. Okay, so today's task is both addition and subtraction. So you need to be looking out for the subtraction sign, which looks like that, the takeaway, and the addition sign, or the and that looks like that. So, grown-ups, once you're ready, you know the drill by now. Pause the video whenever it's convenient and get your stuff ready, and then we'll be ready to go through the answers when your child's completed the questions. Okay, so over to you. Okay, so welcome back, year one. I bet you've done brilliantly. Last day's work, so let's see, 12 minus 3, probably on beads. Start off with 12, take away 3, you end up with 9. Now, this time it's 12 add 3, so you again, starting with 12 beads, add on another 3, and that becomes 15. Then you've got 19 beads. I go with beads, but you could also use a ruler and take away 5, and you'd end up counting back to 14. Then 12 plus 7, starting with 12 beads, starting with 12 on your ruler, you end up with 19. 18, take away 13, probably best on a ruler, because you've only got to count back 5 on that. And you can actually use this to answer this one if you're really clever. 8 plus something equals 13. So commutative law means it's got to be 8 plus 5, or you could just count on from 8 to 13 on a number line. Next one, 7 plus 12. Well, we've actually already done that because we've got 12 plus 7 equals 19, and we know it doesn't matter which way around it is, so that would be that. And then 13 minus 7, probably number beads again. Start off with 13, count back 7, and you end up with 6. 15 minus something equals 5. Well, if you've got 15 on your ruler and you count all the way back to 5, that would mean you've got 10. And using commutative law, 15 take away 5 equals 10. Then you've got 10 and you need to count back to 9. Well, that's not very hard, that's just 1. And because you know those numbers, you know that 10 minus 9 equals 1 because of the commutative law again. Right, 18 minus something makes 16. The easiest way to do this is to count back from 18 to 16, again on a ruler, and you end up with 2. 18 plus something equals 27, so you might be wanting to use a number square here, or again a ruler, and you'd be counting on 9 jumps to get to 27. And then I think you probably want to be using 10 bars here, and you want to be using the commutative law as well, because we know that 10 plus 20 should be 3 10 bars equals 30, and then we can turn it round and we end up with 30 minus 10 equals 20. And again, you could be doing the same with this. 15 plus 15, however you want to do that, probably 10s and 1s, equals 30 as well. So the answer must be 30 minus 15 equals 15. Brilliant, year one. Okay, now I'm going to explain what you're going to be doing at home today, because you don't need a lot of information to do this task. Or perhaps, more accurately, you can find out this information for yourselves using Alexa, the internet, or however you want to search. People in your house may even be able to help you with these things. Now, we've got another calendar of April 2020. Like I said, we're going to be looking at this again. Now, what we're going to be looking at, and I know the robots have already prepared you for this, we're looking at the significant dates as far as we are concerned as a Catholic school. So those are things that Jesus did 2,000 years ago. And they start on Sunday the 5th. and that's Palm Sunday. So I want you to find out what happens on Palm Sunday. You may remember. And then we're going to go all the way on from the 5th through the 6th, which is the Monday, the 7th, which is the Tuesday, the 8th, which is the Wednesday, to something called Maundy Thursday or Passover. And you need to find out what happened on Maundy Thursday. And then we've got one day jump, which leads us to Good Friday. Now, we actually did talk about this Passover. It has another name, ending in supper as well for us. And then from Good Friday, which you need to describe what happened there and draw a picture, you're going to jump on to Easter Sunday. And again, we need to talk about what happened. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. So next week is Easter week. What I want you to do is find out what happens on Palm Sunday, on Maundy Thursday, on Good Friday, and on Easter Sunday. And I want you to draw 4 pictures showing what happens on each day. Write the date and the special name given to in the title. So if you look carefully, we've got Thursday the 9th of April 2020, and that's Maundy Thursday. And I've got a picture here showing you what happened on that day. So you can ask Alexa, you can ask a grown-up, you can Google it. It's up to you. But it would be lovely if you can draw 4 pictures showing the key events of next week. Okay, so that's the end of this week's work. Have a lovely weekend. I can't wait to work with you next week.